Your New Year's resolution is in full swing and you are trying to lose weight. Help yourself with Calitrin. Calitrin is the safe, effective way to lose weight. When you buy 3 months supply right now, you'll get 3 months free. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight. Order it now at acetj.com/weight loss. Calitrin.
The Extra Funny podcast is brought to you by Neogenics. Neogenics is the most trusted stem cell clinic in the Carolinas. Heal joint pain naturally by medical doctors with no surgery, no downtime, and no medications. Find out more at acetj.com/neogenics.
Welcome to TJ's Podcast.
Here we are, the first ever TJ's Podcast. And as they say in the cheesy world of sports broadcasting, and with Riggins alongside. Why do they always say stuff like that? They don't talk like that in person.
No.
And, and Riggins alongside. And then they also say stupid things that they normally wouldn't say in person. And for Riggins, I'm Caleb Costa.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for tonight.
It's weird. Anchors do the same thing on TV. They just have a different way of speaking.
They're stupid. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead, Riggins. The very first segment of the what will soon be legendary podcast called TJ's Podcast, and get your beef with me out in the open. He mentioned it in the regular old show today, and I didn't know that he would still have beef over something that happened Saturday that I've already profusely apologized for, but evidently he carries it.
Well, I wasn't planning on bringing it up. I was trying to fill some time. I mean, I'm happy to do that, but I didn't come in here with like a grudge, an axe to grind with you, but since you brought it up, I will. So Saturday, TJ does Small Town Adventures with his wife and their friends Jenny and Michael. It was great. I love it because it's good social media content and things like that. But and it lasts a long time. I mean, it goes from 2:00 in the afternoon, 1:00 in the afternoon until midnight. Sometimes, late into the night. So I spend the majority of my day on Saturday devoted to making sure all these posts get up on time. But I'm happy to do it Saturday, but it's good content, so I'm happy to sacrifice whatever plans I had that day. But as the Saturday's Small Town Adventures progressed, I don't know how much you want me to say, but it was pretty clear that the drinks were flowing.
Yeah, because we went to a fun town that's way away from where we live, so we were going to be spending the night there, and so we just made a whole big day out of it, into the night. Most of the time, we're finished, if we're somewhere around here, we're finished by 7 or so, making videos and things like that. But if we're off like that, we're getting the most out of it, and we just keep partying. But yeah, I had been in them beers. I didn't drink anything but beer all day, though, so I wasn't crazy. Yeah, but I did. I did have a little bit of, I guess, a beer buzz.
There was a slight slur when you said jalapeno poppers. I went, they're getting a little slur. But anyway, you texted me sort of this open-ended question late into the night, and listen, it's Saturday. I'm having a couple beers myself, and I don't. He basically says, "Are you putting all the videos up?" And immediately I panicked because I thought you were going to say, please take this down. Yeah. It's embarrassing. And I went, oh, my God. Yes, I'm posting everything. Is everything okay? And TJ says, well, we didn't see these certain videos going up on Facebook yet. Now, I had posted it takes a while to get them up on all the social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and they all need different captions. Like you can't put a link inside an Instagram caption like you can on Facebook. So I have to change them up for each thing. So I had gotten it up on Instagram. 10 minutes later, I get this weird text, are you putting everything up? And I freaked out. And it was just the opposite. He said, it's not going up quick enough. And I went, oh, my God. First of all, you don't know anything. You don't know anything. Trust the process. Yeah. But he apologized almost immediately. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Because what happened was I'm trying to. I'm the one making the videos, and then I upload them or just send them to Riggins for him to upload, and then when he uploads it on all of the Ace and TJ stuff, I upload it. Then I post it on my Instagram, my personal Instagram, and it does take me a little bit to get that process done because I'm not as great on that technology end as he is. And while I'm doing that and trying to put the captions on the videos so that it's transcribed, I got people sitting there asking me, "Hey, I don't see that on Instagram, on Facebook yet. I don't. Where's that one video on?" Because they don't know. Like, this was my little friend Jenny asking these questions. She doesn't know when I'm sending them to you or how long it took the video to get to you, because some of these places that we go in don't have internet service at all. And so I just said, "Hey, are these all going up?" Because she said she couldn't see it. And it was almost like I was trying to figure out, was it on her end that she wasn't able to get the videos to load? And then as soon as I said, I'm like, okay, I shouldn't have even asked, because I know that he's doing what he's supposed to do. It's not, and I would never second guess you on any of that stuff. It was just kind of a haphazard thing. There when I was trying to do too much at once, and with a belly full of beer.
And you got people in your ear saying, "Where are they? Where are they?"
Yeah, I haven't seen that one about da 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 da.
Just say Riggins got it. He's got it. Trust me, I got this.
Most of the time I do, because they criticize you a lot.
It sounds that way.
I'm just kidding.
And your business.
The only thing they criticize is that you won't ever go with us on Small Town Adventures. Can you see that happening?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was fine, and I quickly realized after the videos after that, I was like, "Oh, this is getting a little saucy."
Well, and then that one of those people reposted our video in her what's that show called? Vanderpump
Rules. Yeah, that was the biggest video of the whole day.
Really?
That got more views than the rest of them.
It was a secret video. My wife didn't know I was videoing of her talking about this Vanderpump situation, whatever was going on. Our daughter met one of them Saturday in Nashville.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
That's what she was trying to catch up Michael and Jenny as to who that is and why it's important.
She was breaking down the Sandoval drama. Yeah. Tom Sandoval, Tom Schwartz, Ariana, the whole thing.
Right. And so I videoed her. But did people pass that around, or they just more people watched it?
Yeah, no, a lot of people passed it around, and like the people that we tagged was a Vanderpump fan site, and they love like digging into the gossip and the drama. Not even things that happen on the show, just the characters' lives themselves. So any kind of piece of content they get, they're going to repost it. So they did, and that was one of the biggest Vanderpump fan accounts out there.
Okay, well, good. Yeah. As long as that worked, I don't care. And I wasn't nitpicking you.
No, I understand.
What is we want to do these segments on the show regularly, the podcast, and we're just bringing it to you today as is, raw. But we'll have little things that'll come on and go, blah, 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 and then they'll play music and things like that. Kind of spiff it up a little bit. But there is a segment that we're going to be doing every day called Senseless Celebrity News. And the news is not senseless. The celebrities are senseless in the news. You see, so it's basically stories about celebrities that we can just mock. Because I'm not a big celebrity gossip person. I don't want to know about celebrity news and all that unless it can be mocked.
Yeah. Because imagine they're like your neighbors. You would talk about them the same way.
Exactly. Like, Travis Kelce being told by Taylor Swift that he can't go to strip clubs anymore.
Yeah, I love that story.
Yeah. And not that I believe that, but, who cares? Would you care if they live next door? No. It's just the fact that they're famous and all of that. But who was the one, Riggins, that you said has gotten in trouble with PETA?
Oh, Bad Bunny.
Okay,
the
Bad Bunny, the rapper. He's a Latino, right?
Yeah,
and that's
huge.
All Latin people love him.
Go crazy for him. Crazy. He's got this world tour that sold out in seconds, and you go like, I couldn't name a Bad Bunny song, but he's a massive star. And yeah, he started off a tour on Wednesday. He was in Salt Lake City, Utah, and he came out riding a horse. And of course, a horse, of course. And PETA just hammered him. And I understand that's their gig, is like ripping up anybody that involves animals in their show. But they said horses are skittish animals, and the fact that he rode in an arena full of people, that he rode out on this horse, could have caused him damage because he could have fallen off. And they talk about the same thing happening with CeeLo Green a few months ago. Remember, he showed up at a birthday party in a club on a horse, and it kicked him off. And CeeLo, was hurt. And he said, well, see, it happened to him. Bad Bunny could have been hurt. The horse could have been hurt. Somebody in the audience could have been hurt. But
PETA does not care one way or the other whether or not Bad Bunny gets hurt.
What was that? What do you mean?
I mean, they don't. All they care about is getting attention for themselves and all that. They don't care whether they probably would say that he deserved it. If the horse would have thrown him off and then trampled him, PETA would have probably said, in my opinion, that he deserved it.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm surprised they don't have a problem with him calling himself Bunny.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Naming himself after a poor creature. But yeah, I mean, why you got to ride in on a horse? It
is sounds stupid, but.
And where was CeeLo on a horse?
He was in a club. I forget. It was for like a record executive's birthday party or something, and he showed up on a horse in a club on the dance floor. So immediately the horse is like, it looks like out of a cartoon, and it kicked him off of it. Not kicked him off of it. He fell off the horse.
First of all, I don't know if you ever showed me that video or not, but it had to be funny.
Oh my God.
Just the idea of CeeLo being on a horse.
Oddly shaped and falling off a horse. It's great. But I did feel bad.
But
I understand.
Just watching him ride a horse, I think, would be funny.
Exactly. I mean, what are you doing? How stupid. You're an adult. Like, that's something you see. A horse ride. Do it at a kid's birthday party. But yeah, I mean, especially if you're going to ride it on stage at a concert, that people are going to be screaming. Yeah. That would scare the crap out of a horse. Absolutely. They're skittish. But, Shania Twain did her Las Vegas show, and she used to ride out during the You're Still the One song. She would ride out on this white horse, and it was beautiful. And she, she's a trained,
she
rider.
grew up on horses.
Yeah. So she handled it perfectly, and it was a beautiful thing. But I got a feeling Bad Bunny shows up and the crowd's going nuts and they're raising their hands and the beats are playing and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the horse getting high at a Shania Twain show in Vegas, right? Exactly. You wouldn't figure people out there would be smoking weed.
Not at all. My mom's in the audience for the Shania Twain show.
Did she ride on it like a side saddle looking, or was it bareback?
She rides like bareback.
Yeah.
And it's got like this white rope as the reins, and she gets out there and she makes this move and the horse bows to the audience. I mean, it's pretty incredible. It's a Vegas show. But I got a feeling, I didn't see the Bad Bunny video, but I got a feeling it wasn't as tastefully done as the Shania Twain. Maybe I'm wrong. PETA's livid.
You got to be pretty, you got to think a lot of yourself, you think, to ride in on stage on a horse.
Yeah. Probably. You're trying to make a show out of it. Ace would ride in on a horse. Like, he wants to put on a show. He always says, like, I know that would be a bad show. Because it's not, explosive in your face.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to ride in on a horse.
I wouldn't either.
I know people are going to freak out. I don't like horses that much.
What?
I mean, they're okay. I mean, I just like, people see horses and they're like, oh, look how beautiful. Oh, they're so beautiful.
I love them.
I like them too, but I mean, and the reason why I lowered my voice is because one of our sweetest friends in the entire world is in the office next door, and she runs a store, a company where she sells purses and things like that are designer handbags for people who are into equestrian things. And she's like, her whole life is horses, which I get it. But your regular person just, look at the horse, And maybe because I grew up around them so much, and then my dad tried to make me go out there and do stuff with horses in Winfield, Louisiana, and I never cared about it. I just like, it's too hot out there and all that hay and all that mess. I'd rather be on a steel horse.
Oh.
My damn motorcycle. I'd rather be on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I wonder if though Bad Bunny has ever ridden horses, if he knows anything about it. You think?
Yeah, I'm sure he has.
How old is he?
Late 20s, probably.
So how would he
Mid-20s.
know about horses?
He probably grew up around them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is his Latin descent?
I don't know. And I don't want to say the wrong one.
You don't?
No.
Why? You scared?
Yeah. Yeah. I have no problem.
I was thinking, though, and this may be wrong too, but I'm thinking that if he is of Mexican descent, or if he's Mexican, then I think he would have more. I don't know this to be true for any other reason, but I assume he would have more horse skills than somebody from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, for sure. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about horses in Puerto Rico.
Who does? Wouldn't that be annoying if you did? I actually know something about horses in Puerto Rico. I bet you do, you jerk.
And I'm strictly judging it by whether your Latin country is more beach or desert.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking the more beach, the less horse skills. But Mexico having a lot of deserts and stuff
Yeah, that would make sense.
would be, more into horse. I don't know.
Whatever.
Anyway, riding a horse into a crowded stadium up onto the stage.
Yeah.
I could see the thing going crazy.
Yeah, now,
But it didn't, though, right?
it didn't. It's
Yeah.
Salt Lake City. It's not like you took it into the Barclay Center or something, to get nuts. I mean, Salt Lake City. They're pretty mild-mannered people.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you had something. Did you have a run-in or something with a neighbor, Riggins, or you just witnessed something crazy from the neighbors?
I'll tell you why I have a $25,000 Harley Davidson parked in my driveway right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's for a crazy, crazy reason.
All right. So we'll do that next.
TJ's Podcast.
The Extra Funny Podcast is brought to you by Neogenics. Neogenics is the most trusted stem cell clinic in the Carolinas. Heal joint pain naturally by medical doctors with no surgery, no downtime, and no medications. Find out more at acetj.com/neogenics.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Your New Year's resolution is in full swing and you are trying to lose weight. Help yourself with Calitrin. Calitrin is the safe, effective way to lose weight. When you buy 3 months supply right now, you'll get 3 months free. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight. Order it now at acetj.com/weight loss. Calitrin.
Back to TJ's Podcast.
So, before we get into Riggins' crazy story of how he's got a Harley Davidson now parked in his driveway, and I'm guessing it's not because he's gotten into the motorcycle riding. He's not a motorcycle enthusiast all of a sudden. We're going to be doing something a little bit called the Graham Slam, where we're going to make fun of things on the Instagram. The whole thing, the whole deal. The whole podcast is going to be about us just making fun of things. At least today's version is.
Maybe.
Yeah. And then we have the audio of someone from the internets that I think is hilarious. This is really something good and funny and not stupid.
Yeah.
Like most things on the internets, on the social medias, is stupid. All right. So what happened in your neighborhood?
Ooh, this is a crazy story. So, remember how I was telling you off the air a couple weeks ago? My neighbor's got this puppy.
Yeah.
And it's so cute. I don't even want to. I'm terrified to even tell the story because I'm afraid that it's going to get back to somebody. They got this puppy. It's 3 months old. Belongs to a woman who's like in her 50s and her boyfriend who's also about the same age, late 40s, early 50s. And I've met them casually. Don't talk to them very often. So that was 2 weeks ago. On Friday, I'm sitting on the back steps of the house, cooling off because I had just taken the dog for a really long walk after work. I was sweating, and it was kind of misty out. It was muggy. I was sitting on the back steps just cooling off, having a glass of tea, And then my neighbor comes out of the house and he's marching through my yard, like up to me. So I like put my phone down. I'm just like, what's up, man? And he says, did you hear what happened? You heard, right? I went, no. He goes, the dog? I said, yeah. He goes, got hit by a car.
Oh, no.
A couple days ago. It's on Wednesday. And proceeds to tell me that it was the girlfriend's dog. Mm-hmm. And he had taken it to the park across the street and took it off the leash. Mm. And he went back to the house because he said the dog needed to learn boundaries and things like that.
What?
My reaction exactly. It's a puppy. It's a 3-month-old puppy. So he goes back to the house and then calls the dog. The dog's got a stick in its mouth, just playing. And it's like 11 o'clock at night. And
he left the dog at the dog park
across the street, I guess, and went back to the house and was like, hey, he'll just follow me back over there. This is like 4 lanes of traffic, to get over there. And a car, the only car on the road, he said, 11 o'clock at night, hits the dog. It's an ugly scene.
Yeah.
And instantly the dog didn't feel any pain or whatever. But he said, and I'm feeling real bad. She did tell me never let it off the leash. When I saw her walking the dog, even in the backyard, it was on a tether, into the ground. So he has essentially been negligent enough to let the dog die. Mm-hmm. She has not come down from upstairs in days. This was Friday. It happened on Wednesday. So she had not come back downstairs in 2 days, and she was kicking him out. And he kept recounting. I mean, he was talking nonstop, and I'm just like, oh my God, man, I'm so sorry. I've got my hand on his shoulder. I've never been in that scenario before, so I didn't know what to say. And yeah, so he's got a motorcycle. He said, do you mind? I'm taking all my stuff over to my buddy's house. Do you mind if I leave the motorcycle in your driveway? I know you've just got one car here. I said, of course. So yeah, there's now a motorcycle in my driveway.
Because she kicked him out of the house for letting her dog get killed.
Yeah. And He says he even went out. This is kind of graphic. He says he went out and took a hose to clean up the area and stuff. Oh, it was so bad. And I'm dying. I didn't know what to say. That was super brutal. And I just met this thing and her a week and a half ago. And I was, spent 20 minutes with this thing.
But I'm not a freak about, pampering dogs and all of that and treating them like they're humans and all of that kind of stuff. But you live in a city.
Yeah.
And city folk don't just go and let the dog off the leash at a dog park and then say he's going to follow me home through the traffic.
I've seen it happen all the time. People are just, it's a dog park, but there's no fences on it. I mean, it's just a park. It's not a dog park. It's a big park. It's a big grassy space, but people let their dogs off, throw the Frisbee. And I'm sure those dogs are well trained to not even step out onto the sidewalk, but it's a puppy, a 3-month-old puppy.
So if the dog hadn't followed him home, he got home across the street. Yeah. And the dog wasn't there. What
I think happened is he sent the dog out to the park, go poop or potty, go on.
Oh.
And then
so he didn't take it to the park and then take the leash off and go home.
I don't know, but I don't think so. Because they had another dog that was never on the leash. And it would just kind of wander out into the park every once in a while. But there's a lot of traffic. But I guess it was 11 o'clock. He said there was the only car on the road, and the car didn't stop.
So
the car kept going.
So when did the dog... I was picturing him taking the dog to the park in the afternoon and then leaving it there until 11 o'clock. And then 11 o'clock, the dog was coming.
I think he let it out probably at 11 o'clock and was like, go pee, go potty. And sent him over to the thing. And he said the dog went over to the stick he had been looking at earlier in the day and was bringing the stick back to the house. I mean, it's I would never. I mean,
I don't even understand that mentality of he's got to learn boundaries.
That's what he said. He needs to learn the boundaries. Because he was like, that's what I was telling her. He needed to learn boundaries. I was like, learn boundaries at 3 months. It's a puppy. What do you do? What?
And city dogs are a lot different than country dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just let a dog out in your suburban neighborhood.
Yeah, it's not like letting the dog out.
'Cause it's illegal, one, isn't it?
I promise you it's illegal. But that was, beyond,
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So,
And then she gets
what kind of motorcycle is it?
some kind of Harley Davidson anniversary edition.
Oh. Well, you said it was $25,000. It may be more than that.
Yeah, I looked up a model of it, and it said it was going to value at $25,000.
Is it a copper black color?
No.
Okay, well then it's not that anniversary. Then.
Yeah, I don't know when because I dealt with him one time with the bike, and I took a look around it. I don't know anything about motorcycles, but the only thing I did know, I was like, oh, actually, the buddy of mine at work drives a Harley Davidson. He's got Ronald Reagan painted. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Okay.
He's got a Harley Davidson himself, and that was kind of my only knowledge about Harley. So I brought that up, and he was like, "Oh, cool."
What if he doesn't come back?
He'll come back. Well, what am I going to? Well, yeah, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it.
Because people do that kind of stuff all the time. They're just being pushed from pillar to post in a situation. If I can use a phrase my mom always uses.
Yeah.
He's 50 something years old and he's having to go live with his buddy or something now. I mean, what's his life like? Is he otherwise settled and responsible and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
It may be one of those deals. Oh, my bike's all right over there. I'll just leave it over there. I'll come get it later, and keeps pushing it back. And then you look up, you've had it for a year sitting in your driveway.
I better go get my license. Just kidding. He'll come.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That is crazy. So he didn't even say like when he might come back. He just said till I can get all my shit together.
Yeah. And then he kind of, left pretty quickly.
And you haven't seen her either?
No.
So
blinds are drawn, like the whole thing.
Her house, her puppy.
Yeah.
Yet he thinks that he still needs to come in there making decisions.
About what?
Like, well, the dog. Like, this is not your dog. This is not your house.
Yeah.
Why are you jumping in here and trying to make decisions about what the dog needs and what he doesn't?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I think they've been together a long time.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, not a funny story by any means, but it's just a wild scenario.
That's the whole deal about the podcast. Yeah. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
As long as it's interesting.
Yeah.
And that is interesting. There are so many things about that I can't figure out.
I know.
Just, ugh. Did I tell you that I made my wife mad at me when we went to dinner at those people's house? I told you there was a couple that was cooking dinner for us, and a few weeks ago, and we went to their house for dinner.
Yeah.
The woman cooked all this stuff and all, and I had those little packets of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning that I carry around with me to restaurants and stuff all the time. Well, I had one of those on me, and I started putting it on.
Oh yeah, that's rude.
Is it rude?
Yeah, absolutely, it's rude
to put my seasoning on somebody else's cooking.
Yes.
At their house.
Did you taste it before you did that?
No. I think that's more rude, isn't it? If you taste it, then put it on there rather than just start putting it on there immediately.
Well, it's rude to bring your own I mean, there's a lot of rude things about that. That's not you. Did you really do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not like you at all either. That's just poor form. Oh no. Well, we were having that argument about going into a restaurant, adding salt before you taste it. And I don't come from the restaurant industry, but I know that's poor manners. You don't do that.
Well, what should I have done? Just ask, hey, do you mind if I put this stuff on there? This Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning I carry packets around with me all the time?
No, you don't do that either.
Yeah.
You know better than that. I'm surprised you did that.
Made it better, though.
I'm sure it did.
And I asked them if they wanted some of it.
Well,
if they wanted it.
You're just walking around with seasoning in your pocket?
If I know I'm going somewhere and I'm going to be eating, yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah. That's what it's for. The Tony Chachere's to go is what.
But you're at a dinner party. It's not like you're at, I don't know, a Chili's and you like a little bit. You're at somebody, they prepared this meal specifically for you. Would you, I don't know, trying to think of another an analogy like
if I'm cooking for somebody and they did the same thing, would it bother me?
Like, hold on, I got to add some lemon to this jambalaya or something, so I brought my own lemon. I'm going to cut it up if you don't mind. That would piss you off.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. As it should, because it's rude.
But you know the difference.
What?
Is that mine wouldn't need it.
Well,
I
fair
can't even
enough.
fathom the idea of something that I cooked needing some different seasoning or whatever.
Did anybody react when you did that?
Yeah. The lady of the couple said, yeah, I've heard of that. I think we may have some of that in the cabinet in there. If you, I said, no, that's fine. I'll just use this. I carry these everywhere.
Yeah, that was rude. Sorry. That's probably not the answer you were looking for, but that was rude.
I really didn't do that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, see, I knew you wouldn't do that. Because that is rude.
No, but what had happened was when we were there, and we started to eat, she had already put that, because she knows I'm from Louisiana, and so she had some that she put it on the table already. But I remembered I had one of those in my pocket, and then I thought, oh, this would be a funny joke to play on somebody.
Yeah. Oh, she made a Cajun dish or something?
No.
Oh.
No. It didn't have to be Cajun food to put that stuff on.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, she made some short ribs.
Ooh.
Short ribs and mashed potatoes.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But no, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't think
I
so.
was just joshing. But I thought about it. How funny it would be if somebody did do that.
It's pretty, it's
Yeah.
uncouth, I guess is the word. It's not good for him.
I'm trying to think of anybody I know personally that would do it. Is that worse than farting in front of people at a dinner party?
No.
You want to talk about bad manners? Yeah. I don't think it is either.
It's disgusting and idiotic, and I would, let alone not invite him over to dinner again. I don't know that I'd want that person in my house. If they thought that was an appropriate thing, or even, we're not friends anymore, I don't think.
So yeah, farting at a dinner party is worse manners than pulling out your own seasoning.
I think so.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd be friends with that person anymore either.
No.
Or married to him.
Jody? Was that you?
Yeah, if she
Sorry.
did that, I'd be
Horrified.
That's crossing the line.
Yeah.
That is definitely crossing the line. But I have that thing with manners,
Yeah, that's why I was
that's
so
something
shocked.
that I can't deal with people who don't have manners.
Yeah, for sure.
And one more thing in this segment, Riggins, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, give you plenty of time. You're gonna be making fun of me tomorrow for something. With all these new things, these projects that we're working on, and all things have to be timed out. We have to follow certain time limits for things, and I'm going on my way home to Walmart to get an old-fashioned stopwatch, like the old coaches used to wear.
A stopwatch.
Yeah, because I've been using one on my phone all day, and then it goes out after a certain number of seconds or whatever, and so then I have to unlock the screen, bring it back up and look at it. Whereas if I've got an old-fashioned, old kind of stopwatch, I can just hit it, and it runs, and it doesn't fade away where I can't see it. The number is constantly rolling, and I can keep my eye on it. What's wrong with that?
It goes out. I don't even know what you're talking about.
My phone, yeah, look, it fades out right there. You see, and then I have to move it or touch it, and then sometimes the screen will just lock if I don't mess with it. And I can't constantly be watching that and messing with it and trying to keep into the conversation and all that.
Okay. Are you going to find a stopwatch at Walmart?
Well, I looked up on the internets.
Sporting Goods.
I looked up on the internets, and they have them, but it seems like it didn't say they have them in the store.
Yeah.
It says like available in 2 days or something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over there first and look. And then if they don't have them, I guess that a big part of my day will be spent trying to track down a store that sells them, that has them in stock.
That isn't like, a certain company that you don't go to for
Oh yeah.
political reasons.
Yeah. I'm not going to go to Target or Dick's Sporting Goods, 'cause I don't shop at those places because of political reasons. So I don't know what I'll do if Walmart doesn't have it.
Stopwatch.
Maybe go to one of these running stores or something. But all they're going to have is Fitbits and things.
Yeah.
They still make Fitbits?
Yeah, sure. I don't know, you're surrounded by clocks, and it's like you need one more thing.
Yeah, but the phone stopwatch doesn't do the best for what I need it to do.
I got you, but you're also got a computer in front of you. You got a illuminated, huge clock over here. You're surrounded by.
But they're not
time.
stopwatches.
They're not stopwatches.
I need a stopwatch.
Get a kitchen timer, an egg timer. Ding! Shut up.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. I don't have one. All right, so we got more coming up. Hang on.
More of TJ's podcast is coming up.
The Extra Funny Podcast is brought to you by Neogenics. Neogenics is the most trusted stem cell clinic in the Carolinas. Heal joint pain naturally by medical doctors with no surgery, no downtime, and no medications. Find out more at acetj.com/neogenics.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Your New Year's resolution is in full swing and you are trying to lose weight. Help yourself with Calitrin. Calitrin is the safe, effective way to lose weight. When you buy 3 months supply right now, you'll get 3 months free. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight. Order it now at acetj.com/weight loss. Calitrin.
Welcome back, world, to TJ's podcast.
Yeah, broadcasting it to the world. To the world. It's got the whole world listening and watching. So we're going to do a segment, hopefully every day on TJ's podcast called Graham Slam, where we're going to take something stupid that's on the social medias and rip it apart. Riggins, what do we have today for a Graham Slam to rip apart?
Well, Tech D Rob was telling us about this, all the new Taco Bell items that are out now, and they are all over the internet. Like when Taco Bell puts out something new, everybody wants to go try it, post it on their Instagram or on their TikTok. One of the most disgusting things I've ever seen, though, is this new Crispinata. Cheesy.
Yeah, Crispinata.
Cheesy chicken Crispinata. And every influencer is doing the same exact thing. They hold it up in front of the camera. It looks like an empanada. And I'm pretty sure they just get them shipped to Taco Bell frozen, and then they throw them in the hot grease, and then they're ready in a few minutes. But every single person does the exact same thing. Let me give you the cross-section, and they break it in half and then hold it up to the camera. Problem is, it looks like absolute dog shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the most repulsive, like pureed.
Amateur food always looks bad in those types of situations.
I think about you every time I see a new one of these videos. I'm like, that's what he's talking about. It just looks terrible. It's not like you're looking at like a nice steak on a plate, or
right.
You're doing a cross section of like a frozen empanada, and there's just shredded chicken in great, I don't know, in juice. Oh, it's so gross.
Yeah, and you know what else makes it look gross?
What?
Amateur hands.
Yeah. Grubby little fingernails.
Right. And you know, you see those in TV commercials and all that for the company. They have professional hand models that make money just because their hands are pretty or are handsome. But you see crap like that on the internet. It's just like chipped off nail polish, and different length fingernails, and
yeah. And Taco Bell also not the most visually appealing food outside of the commercial. You know, when you get them, your soft tacos don't look like what they do. They're always kind of like, misshapen and shoved together. So it's just really an unsettling look.
Now, is that the one that was washing it down with black velvet or something?
That's another. There's a woman that's getting really popular on TikTok. She's like, here's everything I eat in a day, which is like a very popular trend.
Yeah.
But the other day she was like, here's what I've got to eat today, and it's in her dirty kitchen, and the plate is set up on top of like a dirty toaster oven, and it's like, today we're having chicken nuggets covered in honey, tater tots covered in ranch, and to drink I have Coke and black velvet. I went, holy crap. It's in the middle of the day. She's drinking a Black Velvet, that cheap, like, whiskey, I think.
Yeah, I didn't even know that young people knew what Black Velvet was.
Well, she's not young.
No, I mean you.
I didn't. I had to look it up. But I knew I could clearly see it was a liquor bottle. I'm like, Black Velvet, what the hell is that?
I think it's akin to, it's really cheap, and I drank it when I was young. My friend Shannon and I, we would get us a fifth of Black Velvet and an 8-pack of Bud Light Ponies.
Okay, yeah. I know what those are.
Huh?
I know what those are.
Yeah. So you're talking about a good time.
Damn.
And I think that it is akin to Canadian whiskey.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know what that is either, but I looked up the price. It was like,
what was it? Canadian Mist is a Canadian whiskey. It's more expensive than Black Velvet. How much is it now?
About $12.
Yeah.
And I thought this is with inflation, so this is probably regular is about $8 for a bottle of whiskey. So it was in like the middle of the day. She's having chicken nuggets, like dino nuggets. Tater tots just smothered in ranch and Coke and Black Velvet. I mean, are you high? I mean, what kind of content is that? It's crazy.
I mean, I would give the other stuff a try. It's not the black. Yeah. I would drink Black Velvet anytime now. That's one of those things that you like when you're young, and then it just doesn't hold up through time.
No.
If you made me drink a Black Velvet and Coke right now, I'd probably throw up.
Yeah, and it looks like the Coke is flat. It's in like a dirty glass, and you're just like, oh God, I want to throw up looking at this.
And I bet she has a lot of followers. This.
Yeah, because people are like, oh my God, I can't believe this person is real. Are you really eating this and drinking this?
Now, do they rag on her and like put mean comments and stuff like that with somebody like that?
Not really.
No.
It's more like, sarcastic, like, oh girl, when are you giving me the invitation? Which is funnier than people just being mean to her.
Yeah, because I remember my son showed me this clip one time of a guy who was saying it had been however many days since he had a fizzy drink. No fizzy drink. Mm-hmm. 3 days, no fizzy drink.
Yeah.
And thank you for your support. And people would put comments saying, good for you. That's awesome. Or whatever. They weren't making fun of him, which is good.
Yeah,
if somebody's not being a jerk, I don't like people making fun of them. I hate that. If they're just being cheesy or goofy or something and people are ripping them apart.
Yeah,
to their face and going, you suck. Look at you. But if they're being a jerk, I don't care. And she didn't seem like she's being a jerk. She's sitting there eating tater tots, chicken, dino shapes, and Black Velvet.
Yeah. Black Velvet and Coke. Yeah, in like the middle of the day.
Well, we have to try the Black Velvet. It's been a while. See if it's still okay. I could be wrong. I never liked it to begin with. I never thought, you know what I would love right now? I'm craving a delicious Black Velvet and Coke.
Yeah.
It was never like that.
No.
You know how sometimes you start just craving an ice cold beer?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that feeling.
You know how that is?
I do.
Like right now?
Like right now.
That would be something we could start doing.
Having beers?
Beer breaks in the morning.
I'm down for that.
Beer breaks in the mornings. Okay, so what about the woman who posted that video that I actually love? There are things that I do like about the world. I know it seems like that I don't, but I do.
Yeah.
And what do you know her name?
I don't. I can.
And she's on the TikTok.
Yeah, this was like an Instagram video.
Okay.
Featuring Chi Chi is what she goes by. She's got 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she was complaining. Those so delicious, those Little Debbie mini muffins. We had them as kids. Mm-hmm. They only came in like one flavor, as I recall, or two. It was blueberry and chocolate chip.
Yeah.
And they were both so good. When you bite into them, them things are moist. I know people hate that word. But there's like 4 of them in the little package. You know what I'm talking about, the mini muffins. We ate them all the time. She was complaining. She was saying that the mini muffins are getting smaller. And she was complaining to Little Debbie about what was happening. Let me see if I can play this here. Rob, I don't want to blow you out, Rob. But let's see here. Complaining about Little Debbie.
Get in contact with corporate because this unnecessary. Little Debbie, bitch, I'm going to need you to grow up. I can't keep doing this. Holler at me when you Big Deborah. Matter of fact, Deborah. Because at that point, this here ain't even 4 muffins, it's 3 muffins and a booty crumb. I can't do nothing with that. Another thing, we need to get in contact with corporate. Because this unnecessary. Lil Debbie?
It's 3 muffins and a booty crumb.
And a booty crumb. Lil Debbie, call me when you Big Deborah. Matter of fact, call Deborah. She's making some good points out. If they make those things even smaller, they're already mini muffins. Mm-hmm. Big Deborah. Deborah. Yeah, she's funny. I'm going to have to follow her.
It's 3 muffins, mini muffins and a booty crumb.
Get a booty crumb. I don't even know what that is. What's a booty crumb? Is that like a dingleberry?
Yeah. That's what it is.
I don't like that.
Not appetizing at all. Doesn't sound appetizing.
No.
But I was thinking, Riggins, I'm always kind of down on celebrities. Like I make fun of them. They make me roll my eyes a lot of times. Yeah. They're overly dramatic, and they're just. I hate celebrity worship. Is one thing that I hate, that I think is terrible for our society. But there are some celebrities that I actually like. So, how would we go about? Like, if I just named a celebrity and we focused on that celebrity, how would we go about getting interviews with them on this podcast? Because, it's not like if it's a radio show, we don't really have time to just stretch it out and say, oh, well, it's another day. Let's see how close are we on interviewing this celebrity and stuff like that. And I don't know how to do any of that. When we interview celebrities with the radio show, it's usually people that come to us as publicists or whatever and say, or the people at the radio stations will say, hey, we got interview opportunities for, I don't know, Chris Brown. He's got a new album coming out, or Sexy Red or whatever. Yeah. And then we would decide, we don't want to talk to them, or that would be cool to talk to them. But we don't just go out tracking down information on how to get a celebrity on.
Yeah, I know some places have talent bookers, like, a late night show. I think they reach out, but I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
And I'm trying to think of who, if I just picked one celebrity now and said, hey, let's find that person to see if they'll come be on the podcast.
It's a celebrity you like? I'm trying to think of who the hell's on that list.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult, I guess.
I don't know. That's a good question. Our business manager might have contact with like a talent booker or something. I don't even know if that's a business or a position anymore.
And I guess the celebrities that I do like, it wouldn't be good for this podcast, but like, political commentators and things like that are really big. But see, that's my point. I can't think of any celebrity. I like Nate Bargatze. I like him, the comedian. I like him.
Okay, there's one. Might be tough.
I like, and then some of them I like their work, but I don't like them personally enough to want to sit down and talk to them. I'm not interested in them.
Then why do you want celebrities on the show?
Because there are a bunch that I would like, and it wouldn't have to happen very often. It wouldn't be like once a week we're going to talk to a celebrity that I actually like. It would be something like, okay, well, here's one. Boom.
Okay.
But it's the getting the list started is what I'm having a hard time with.
You gave one name. I like that one comedian.
Well, Jelly Roll, I like Jelly Roll, but I've already met him and stuff. So, if we could get him on the show, that's always a positive. But it wouldn't be like, a celebrity that I like, and then for the first time I'm going to get to talk to him, which would be on the podcast. And it's not much on the way of sports people now anymore, because I don't watch the NBA and I don't watch the NFL very much because of political reasons.
I got a name for you. Kurt Warner. Don't you like him? Or who was the quarterback that
yeah.
you went to see in the movie?
Yeah, I like Kurt Warner.
That might be
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner. Now, do people care about hearing you interview Kurt Warner? Probably. I don't know. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
because it would have to be a celebrity that's got a little bit of heat to make,
Well, not really.
You don't think?
No, I look at it like this would be more for my benefit than the benefit of the listeners and watchers.
What?
So, I mean, if I like them enough, then I would make it interesting to the audience,
Okay.
the fanaticos,
All right.
the TJ fanaticos. So we got Nate Bargatze, Kurt Warner.
Which you didn't even seem that hot on. So we got Nate Bargatze. Yeah, work on that list.
See, and that's the thing. If somebody said, "Oh, we can get Taylor Swift for you," I don't think that would be. I would have to say no.
Oh God,
really? Because I mean, how am I going to fake being interested in, what Taylor Swift has to say? Unless you wanted to do a political debate with me, and then that would be, some action. But she's not going to want to do that.
I can't imagine.
So Nate Bargatze,
That's it.
we're coming for you. We're coming for you, Nate Bargatze. He got a podcast too, though.
Everybody's got a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe reach out to him on social media, but call him Nathan, so he thinks like you know him. Hey, Nathan,
Yeah.
and then he's like, oh, this person must be a friend, and then you can get into it.
Good idea.
Yeah.
All right. That's what we're going to do. Nathan Bargatze. Bargatze. His name's pronounced Bargatze. So if you're a fan of his and you don't pronounce it Bargatze, then I already know more than you do about it.
Well.
It's not Bargatze. It's Bargatze. And he will be on, I'm saying, by the end of the week. By Friday's TJ's podcast, we'll have Nate Bargatze. Go ahead and schedule it. You don't even have to pencil it in. Pin it in. Pin it in. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Serving the world. It's TJ's podcast.
Get your home secured for less than $1 a day with no installation or equipment charges and a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You can get security for your home. 800-915-8941. 800-915-8941.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
The Ace at Large podcast is brought to you by Gaston County, North Carolina. Find out all fun things to do in Gaston County, including all the events and unique shopping it has to offer at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston.
Top of every hour, you get caught up on the hottest trending topics in the world thanks to Riggins and Now Trending, sponsored by Culver's. The freshest ingredients all day, every day. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Find details at acetj.com/Culver's.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
The Week in Review is sponsored by Hyatt Centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms and incredible dining options. Book now by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt Centric Charlotte South Park.
The Extra Funny podcast is brought to you by Neogenics. Neogenics is the most trusted stem cell clinic in the Carolinas. Heal joint pain naturally by medical doctors with no surgery, no downtime, and no medications. Find out more at acetj.com/Neogenics.
Your New Year's resolution is in full swing and you are trying to lose weight. Help yourself with Calitrin. Calitrin is the safe, effective way to lose weight. When you buy 3 months supply right now, you'll get 3 months free. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight. Order it now at acetj.com/weight loss. Calitrin.